Welcome back to a Faster PC live support. I know you've been waiting all week for this show. Well, you don't have to wait any longer. Get excited. This time, this is exciting. We're actually going to be helping people resolve their computer problems. We may help you resolve your computer problems. So give us a call, 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. Or you can head over to our Facebook or YouTube video. Either go to Facebook, search for a Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes. Go to YouTube. YouTube channel is kind of new, and we don't have as many likes over there, but get over there and you can watch the show there as well. Or you can head to our website at fasterpc.com. We have links to both our Facebook page and our YouTube channel where you can watch this show in its entirety. And you know what? If you're driving down the road, you're doing other things, you're not able to watch right now, you'll be able to watch the show in its entirety at your convenience after the show is over. So, but if you have a computer question, if you have a computer problem, if something's not working, now is your chance to get your problem solved for free. Give us a call, 772-340-1590, and let's see whether we can help you on this show resolve your computer problem. Also, we do have technicians that are standing by in the shop ready to resolve computer problems, and we'll be there today until 2, but you don't have to wait until then. Remember, computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. And we are back
ready to answer your questions, ready to help you resolve your computer and technical problems. And, that's what we do here at a Faster PC live technical support. We also do have the live streams going right now over at not only Facebook, but also YouTube as well. And I went over actually and just sharing that with my friends over on Twitter and Facebook here in a few minutes. Just shared it on LinkedIn as well, because I want my friends to know about this. And of course, you might want your friends to know about it as well. And our website, A Faster PC, has the links to where you can actually go and you can click and you can share the videos. You can watch the videos. You just click on the link from either to YouTube or Facebook, whichever is your preference. You'll be able to see the show, hear the show. So head on over there at your convenience. And on Facebook, I might have shared the wrong one. I don't know. No, I think I did share the live one. So that's all good. We're going on. We're streaming. Have a little bit of a few hiccups. One thing I did over the weekend, last week after Saturday's show, is I actually moved the location of most of the files that are used for the backdrop. Like if you're watching the video, the live stream, one of the things you'll see my picture periodically, but you'll also see our logo behind me. That's a replacement for a green screen, and you'll also see sometimes the desktop, my computer desktop. Well, the computer desktop just comes from the computer, but the logo, I moved that logo file. So when I opened up the streaming software today, I had to go find the logo file, and it's a little bit different file, so I had to tweak it a little bit. And I also had a green screen file, and I haven't located that yet. So I'm not sure if it's because of the color of my shirt, which is a light blue, or if it's because of missing the green screen file. But my shirt in some places is a little bit transparent. That doesn't mean you can see my skin, but it means that you might see a little bit of the image behind me instead of my shirt in certain areas. But hey, we're here, and we also had a little bit of problems. Normally I connect to WPSL and WCNO with Zoom. Today we're connecting with Skype. So sometimes you just have to You just have to roll with the punches. We've had a little bit of rolling to do this morning just to make sure everything's going. But hey, we're running real smooth. We are here. One of the things I do want to let you know, we are planning on talking about and starting to talk about the dark web. What is the dark web? What types of information are on there? Do you have any information, or maybe you're part of a company or a medical practice or a dental office, or maybe you're part of a lawyer's office or an accountant or another type of business or nonprofit organization or ministry or church. Is any information out there related to your organization? So we're going to be going over this here today and actually showing you this, talking a little bit about the dark web. We're not going to exhaustively cover it this morning, but we will start on that. And of course, we are here also to answer your questions. So we can, your questions can be on a different topic. They don't have to be on the dark web. You can have your question on any topic, and we'll cover it. We'll answer that question. If it's computer or technology related, we will answer that question. And of course, we're gonna also help you. Let you know how you can find out whether your information is on the dark web, and then we'll do a little bit of talking about how different ways that you can keep your information off of the dark web. And one of the things with that is that it's not really 100% possible. It's not really all on you. So, but first of all, the dark web, what is it? You probably have heard about the dark web, and you may even have heard about information that's for sale on the dark web. Well, there's not just information for sale on the dark web. There's actually products for sale on the dark web, some of which are illegal, some of which are hacking, but you also have illegal drugs and all kinds of things. Your imagination could run wild. Basically, if it's available or if someone is available, that's probably on the dark web. Information is available on the dark web as well, including your information. So one of the things that we see quite often, we hear quite often about hacking. Some people say, well, hackers don't really care about me. They're not going to make any money off of me. I don't have anything that's worth, stealing. And, of course, we've gotten into that. We've talked about that in the past, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more today as well. But right now, we're going to the lines. We have Alan on the line. Welcome to a Faster PC Live Technical Support. Alan, how can we help you today?
Good morning, Brian, and good morning, everybody. Brian, I have a quick question for you.
Yes.
Obviously, with all of the talk of artificial intelligence and how it's helping people and using things and the worries about it, I'm just wondering if in your business you have had an opportunity to use artificial intelligence to help you solve someone's computer problem.
Well, our remote, one of our remote support platforms does have the ability for us to learn to use artificial intelligence. And what artificial intelligence is, I want to explain it for everyone. Even some of you guys know what artificial intelligence is, but artificial intelligence really is where you have a computer that is being fed information, and then that computer comes up with possible solutions, or it mimics. It's a computer mimicking a person or a human. So one of the things one of our platforms for remote support does have scripts, and we can actually go in and write a script. There are also scripts. There's like 600 or 700 scripts that have been written by other technology providers, and so we're actually looking at that, and we can actually utilize their scripts. But if we want to write a new script, we could write the script. We can also write in there what we want the script to do. And then there's a little button that we can click to let AI create a script for us. So what we're doing at that point is the artificial intelligence writes a script, and we can look at it. We can check it to make sure that it's safe and legitimate, and we can also test it out. And sometimes it does a good job, and sometimes there's some tweaking that needs to be done to make the script work properly. Also, when we get a new ticket, so when we're working on a remote support situation, or even now our on-sites, we actually have tickets, and the tickets are going to have a title and they're going to have a description. And we can actually, there's a button where we can click, and it'll actually give us AI suggestions for resolving that problem. Of course, that's based on the description that's provided in the title and the description of the problem, which may or may not be an accurate description. So, we haven't, we are cautious in using it because, we're not just letting AI take over and, do things on people's computers. We are actually utilizing, though, the knowledge of the artificial intelligence to help us solve problems more quickly. And what that can do is it can actually, for customers that are paying for the time, it lowers their cost. And for customers that are on managed services, it lowers the time that it takes us to solve the problem, which means that their problem is solved more quickly.
You're listening to a Faster PC Radio here, heard every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour right here on this station and stream live to our Facebook page. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, ready to answer your computer questions. So you know what? If you have questions, well, we can't answer them unless you ask them. Our number, if you want to have your computer questions answered, is 772-340-5090. 772-340-5090. Also, you can type your questions into the comment section of our live Facebook video that's happening right now over at Facebook. You can go there, search for Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes. Or just go to our website, fasterpc.com. Click on the link to listen to a Faster PC radio. We're here. We're ready to answer your computer questions, and we'll be right back to do that. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC. This is Brian Longworth, host of a Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, a Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer to a Faster PC, or a Faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
From the founding of our company, a Faster PC has provided our customers with quality service and computer products at competitive prices. We find that in the current economy, this is more important than ever. A Faster PC recently conducted a market survey and found that our prices are the least expensive in the area. Some of our competitors charge twice what we charge. Perhaps that's why more customers are turning to a Faster PC. We're helping our customers save money by repairing their computers rather than replacing them.
Now, wait a minute. You mean a Faster PC saves customers money?
A Faster PC offers the most competitive prices for computer repair in our area.
Wait a minute. Technicians that know what they're doing for less than the competition?
That's right. A Faster PC can handle anything from software installs, virus, spyware, and malware, and those annoying pop-ups, to QuickBooks, Manysoft, and SoftInsert support, from wireless networks to hardware networks. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
Conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie. And on the web at afasterpc.com. Call 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a faster PC.
Welcome back to A Faster PC Radio. I know you've been waiting, a whole few minutes for the next segment of today's show. If you've been waiting to give us a call so that you can get your computer question answered, well, now's a great time to give us a call. Give us a call. The number here at the studio is 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. Of course, if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to call and be on the radio, this is your opportunity, by the way, if you do want to be on the radio. But if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to be on the radio, you don't want people to hear what you say, then you can actually head over to our Facebook video. It's a live Facebook video going on right now. You can head over there. Just go to www.afasterpc.com. Click on the link to listen to A Faster PC Radio. That'll take you to our Facebook page. Or you can go to Facebook, search for A Faster PC. You'll find our page. We have between 22 and 23,000 likes. You'll be able to actually get over there, scroll down on the page a little bit. You'll see the live video, and you can type your question into the comment section. Now, your question doesn't have to be on what we've been talking about. It can be on any topic as long as it's computer related. So head over there and you can be on the show, or just give us a call, 772-340-1590. We did also want to remind you that we have technicians standing by ready to resolve computer problems. Our number in the shop is 772-878-5978, and we are located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie. Again, the number is 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
Faster PC.
That's right, and we are back ready to answer your computer questions, your technology questions, and we still have Alan, who called last segment and asked about AI. He's still on the line, so we're going back to Alan. I know Alan actually asked a question a few months ago, maybe several months ago now, about ChatGPT, and of course, since that time, ChatGPT has been hugely in the news as Microsoft has invested big time into it, and actually is implementing ChatGPT into their Bing search engine, and I believe they're also even saying that they're incorporating ChatGPT into their Edge browser as well. And ChatGPT is a type of, or it's actually an open source group that is producing software where you can actually where it has AI, or artificial intelligence. So Alan, what else do you have for us? Do you have a follow-up?
I appreciate the time this morning. Since I'm the first caller and you don't have another one, I'll ask another question.
Yes.
How do you guard against artificial intelligence giving you unreliable or wrong or unscrupulous information?
Yeah, well, you're going to have to, first of all, not just mindlessly accept what's there. Like I mentioned earlier, where the artificial intelligence will give us a script that we can run. We also look at that script to make sure that it's safe, and then we test the script to make sure that it's effective. And we also, if it is effective, we share that script out with the community, with the other technology service providers, and the company that is providing that service for us. They actually check that script before they put it into their library. So there's multiple ways that we are checking that. We're checking it with our eyeballs, and then we're making sure that it's effective, and then we're also rolling that out and and sharing that with the community, where before it's actually available to the community, it's going to be tested there as well. But definitely, there have been things like where certain athletes that are biological female ask about whether a male should be excluded from competing against them, and the chat GPT will give a very politically correct answer that would be excluding the male from competing in the female sporting event. So you have certain things like that. So there are some biases that are there, and it's also based on information that's fed into it. One thing that's interesting, we have a customer who is actually an inventor. He worked for Kraft Foods, and he was involved in Kraft Foods has a huge amount of products that they produce food for. So he was involved in producing various foods, and I think he specialized in, and their foods have a lot of fats in them, and he specialized in formulating the fat properly in the various food products. One of the things that he told me is that he believes that artificial intelligence is going to stymie technological advancement, because he said invention is based on doing something that's never been done before, whereas artificial intelligence is basing its decisions solely on past knowledge. And inventors they certainly build on past knowledge, but they're doing something that's never been done before, which means that they're going outside of and beyond the past knowledge, and maybe even doing something that has been thought of as impossible. I mean, just think of many of the things that are that happen. I remember my dad talking about hearing his grandfather, who grew up in Ohio and lived in the same town with the Wright brothers, and how his grandfather talked about how he and his friends used to pass the Wright brothers, and they would say, "Hey, look, there's those guys that think they can fly." And of course, it seemed absurd that anyone could fly back then, but obviously they were successful in doing that. So that's an interesting take on artificial intelligence, and from an inventor that has some experience. So it will be interesting to watch. But definitely, if you are looking at and a lot of the chat windows that you see on various websites, the initial chat window a lot of times is not a person. It's a artificial intelligence. It may be Chat GPT. And one of the things that is interesting, and along the lines of cybersecurity that we have talked about, is where is this information being stored? You're typing information into there. You might be typing your name. You might be typing your phone number. Maybe your other identifiable information into there, and typing information about either a product that you're interested in or a problem that you're having with a product. And then you have to wonder, well, is this information being stored in a database, and is that database secure, and what steps are being taken to protect my privacy with this information. So those are all interesting questions, and just something to be aware of when you go to a website and you start typing. You want to first of all make sure that you trust the company, but also that company is actually taking precautions and taking steps to secure your data and whatever data that they are collecting, because that system is using your chat interaction to actually improve its chatting ability. And I haven't so far found those services to be very reliable or very good, but it is something that you may want to just think about the next time you go to a site. You may want to just wonder, should I actually enter this information in there? Or what information are you entering in? Be cautious. Even we talked last week, I believe it was, we answered a call about what happens with the phone recordings. You call into your bank. What are they going to want to know? Well, they're going to ask for your Social Security number or for an account number or a debit card number. Well, what's safer to give them? Your Social Security number or the account number or the debit card number? For most people, it's easier to give them the Social Security number, but is that the safest? That information is being recorded. Where is that being stored? How safe are they? How much diligence are they doing at protecting your information? I mentioned how one of the banks that I deal with, big major bank, one of the top banks, one of the banks that's too big to fail, uses foreign people on the phone, and so you kind of see, well, first of all, those foreign people, nothing against those people, they're very polite and as long as you can understand them, it's definitely okay, but they're being hired because they're making less money, and you have to wonder if a criminal, if a hacker is willing to pay them more money for divulging information than what they're making from the company that they're working for, the bank that they're working for. Are they going to fall for that? Are they going to give away your information or allow hackers to have access to that information for that fee? So that's something to think about there. So anyway, yeah, you definitely want to check the information that you see with artificial intelligence, and don't just take everything that's said for truth. So hopefully that answers your question, Alan. I don't know if you have any additional follow-up on that.
No, I don't, Brian. I thank you very much, and looking forward to the rest of the show. Okay.
Alan, I know you signed up for our residential cybersecurity platform to help protect your system. How is that working for you?
It's working excellent, Brian. I have had no security problems at all, and I thank you for installing it into our system.
All right, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for calling. I know Alan is in Las Vegas, so it's a little bit earlier there than it is for those of us on the East Coast here. So thanks for getting up and listening and listening to the show today.
Brian, as long as you mention that, let me tell you a quick Vegas story. During the All-Star break, I went to ChatGPT and I asked a question, and the question I asked was whether my favorite baseball team, the Milwaukee Brewers, would win the Central Division. And the answer that I got back was because of their excellent relief pitching and their manager, they will win the Central Division. So it'll be interesting to see how accurate ChatGPT was.
Yes. Well, hey, buy your tickets now for the playoffs.
Hopefully. Anyway, people take advantage of Brian's 772-340-1590. Right, Brian?
Yep. If you have a computer question or technology question you want to be on today's show, 772-340-1590 is the phone number. So thank you very much, Alan.
Bye, everybody.
All right. So we were talking as right before Alan called in the last segment. We started talking about your information on the dark web and whether that would be valuable to a hacker. One of the things that we hear quite often, people say, "Well, I don't have anything that's worth stealing." And so why would hackers care about me? And really, that's not true. We actually did show several, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, we actually showed how one of our customers was hacked. His email was hacked, and the hacker sent out a request for help to his contact list, and at least one of his contacts did give him some help. Obviously, they weren't giving him help. They actually gave money to the criminals. And he said, on the bright side, at least someone loves me enough to spend $200 on me. But in reality, if you really were in trouble, most people, unless you've totally abused the trust of people, most people have people that would help them out. And so the hackers are preying on that. So even if you're just a residential person, you don't have a business to protect, you don't have client data to protect, cybersecurity is still important, and protecting your accounts are still important. And the hackers can still make money off of you. Well, another way that the hackers can make money off of you is if they have information about you. If they have your email address, your name, your password to an account, if they have the username to an account, if they have part of the password to the account, if they have your date of birth, if they have your social security number, if they have your driver's license number, all of this information can be sold on the dark web, and this information is being sold on the dark web. I don't know for sure whether your information is being sold on the dark web, but with the amount of companies that have had breaches and the number of customers that have been affected by those breaches, there's a good possibility that some of your information is available on the dark web. So when we come back, we'll be answering your questions, but we'll also be discussing more about the dark web.
You're listening to a Faster PC radio heard on this station every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back for the final segment of today's show. Listen, if you want to get your computer questions answered and you haven't called in, now's your opportunity. In fact, this is your last opportunity coming up. 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. You can also head over to our Facebook page, and you can actually, from the Facebook page, you can type your computer questions into the comment section of the live video, and we'll cover them on today's show. But you know what? You've got to get over there right now, or give us a call, 772-340-1590, so we can answer your computer questions. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC. This is Brian Longworth, host of a Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, a Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer to a Faster PC, or a Faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC has been here, and as Florida begins to open for business,
The Faster PC
will remain open to repair computers 9 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 2 Saturdays. We offer curbside drop-off and pickup and on-site service where a Faster PC can come to you. And we can fix many computer problems remotely without requiring any in-person contact. A Faster PC is also working to help our customers set up remote access so that employees can continue to work and be productive from home. Computer problems?
You need need a faster PC.
A Faster PC is conveniently located at 7190 South US 1 next to the new Dollar General in Port St. Lucie and on the web at
www.afasterpc.com.
That's www.afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. Again, that's 772-878-5978. Even in times like these, when you have computer problems,
You need a faster PC.
welcome back to A Faster PC Radio. This is the last segment of today's show. We love to answer your computer questions, but if you don't call, we can't answer. Give us a call. The number to have your computer question answered is 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590, or you can hop on over to our Facebook page, A Faster PC, and actually from there, you can type your question into the comment section. So again, just a few more minutes to answer your questions. We did want to remind you also that not only can you ask your questions at the Facebook page or by calling 772-340-1590, but you can also watch the video as well. So some of the questions that I'm answering, as I answer those questions, I'll be able actually to show you the steps that you go through to resolve computer problems. And if you're not where you can watch it right now, that's fine. You can watch it at your convenience shortly after the show's over. It'll be up there on our Facebook page. You can get there one of two ways. Either go to our website, afasterpc.com. We have a link that says Listen to A Faster PC Radio. If you click on that, it'll take you to our Facebook page, or go to Facebook and search for A Faster PC. We also wanted to remind you that in the shop we have technicians standing by today to work on computers and resolve computer problems. We're at 7190 South US 1, and our number in the office is 772-878-5978. And of course, we're here to answer your questions. Well, your computer questions, and we could answer other questions, but we're here specifically to answer computer questions. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC. That's right. Hey, we're back. We're ready to answer your computer and technical questions. And this is the final segment. So, if you have any questions today, this is your chance, your last chance this week to get your computer and technology questions answered for free. Hey, we are talking about, and again, your question can be on a different topic if you have a question you want to call in. But we have been talking about the dark web. And so we want to just talk about a little bit about this. We don't have a lot of time left in the show, so we'll just do a big overview, and we'll talk a little bit about the dark web, about the types of items and things, and maybe even people that are available on the dark web, and then also we'll talk about how you can find out if your information is on the dark web. So first of all, the dark web is a website that actually it's a network of websites where you use what's called a Tor browser. We don't, by the way, recommend that you actually go to the dark web. And if you do decide to go to the dark web, just know that some of the places can get you in trouble just for visiting the website itself. Because we do have agencies in the United States that are looking for criminal activity on the dark web, and so this is probably something that we wouldn't recommend that you do at home or anywhere for that matter. But you use what's called a Tor browser, and you actually, as you're entering, you're bounced from site to site to site to site until you get to the destination site, and then you go out another way when you leave the dark web. And because of the way it is, each of those links don't actually know where you're going, but you eventually get to what you're trying to find, and because of the the way and how things aren't being tracked really, and how you're getting and what site you're actually ending up with, and the fact that none of the sites that are forwarding you know exactly where you're going. There's a lot of anonymity with the dark web. So this is why hackers and scammers and criminals can get on there and sell their goods and their wares and their products, and they can do so without really being traced. So this is, and of course it especially helps if they are living in a country where the prosecution just isn't something that the government's worried about. In some of these countries, one of the things that actually happens is the government is actually encouraging the hacking activity. And just to show you and give you an example of that, some of the ransomware attacks and what ransomware is, one of the things there's a lot of terminology in computers that sometimes IT people just spit out and assume that everyone knows what they know, and we're not going to do that. We're going to try to explain to you what each of these terms mean. And what ransomware is where you might be tricked into clicking on a link, or maybe a hacker gets into your system and launches code, or maybe again you're tricked into clicking on a link that launches code, or you open up an attachment that launches code. And anyway, this code starts to encrypt files on your computer. So encrypting the files means that they can't be viewed without decrypting them first. So when we're talking about files, we're talking about pictures, we're talking about Word documents, Excel documents, PowerPoint documents, we're talking about videos, we're talking about PDF documents, maybe your tax return. The last ransomware event that we dealt with a company, and this was a law firm, they actually, on the computer that was hit with this, it actually not only encrypted those types of files, but also encrypted most executables. So programs such as Firefox and Chrome would not launch. So many of the programs, let's say you wanted to get out to the web to download a utility to run a scan to get rid of this threat that's there on your system, this actively encrypting data on your system, and you can't launch Chrome because the executable itself is encrypted. So that's what we're talking about with ransomware. Well, there was a particular type of ransomware, and the organization, the hacking group that ran this, that was in charge of this and wrote the software for the encryption, actually had built into the ransomware where it would not encrypt computers that were located in Russia. So they were ransoming, they were encrypting data from people from other countries, but not from Russia. So in certain countries, hackers can act and can work without any fear of reprisal. And in fact, most of the hackers are located in countries where their data, where they're not going to be prosecuted. They really know that they're not going to be prosecuted. So, in some of these countries, again, the government is actually encouraging the hacking. And others, the government might be on the take. They might be receiving a bribe to turn the back, or maybe they actually just, they actually have a police force. They're just overwhelmed and they can't really deal with it all the way. And so the chances of being prosecuted are very, very slim. And of course, if they did, in some of those countries, they could probably be bribed. The government agents can be bribed to get out of jail. So so that's one of the things, is that the people that are actually posting this information, for sale, they're not going to be prosecuted, and they know they're not going to be prosecuted. So they are selling hacking tools. Some of the hacking tools go for as little as $10 US dollars. So, if you were so minded to buy a hacking tool, there are some of the hacking tools can be available for about $10. There again is information about usernames and passwords. Several years ago, Yahoo's database was hacked, and the hackers got access to the usernames and a portion of the password. The first part of the password, and if the password was fairly easy, with a little bit of time and some, maybe some artificial intelligence, that password could be cracked. Well, that information was sold on the dark web, and so then hackers could go. And I know you probably out there, if you have a Yahoo email address, there's a good chance that if you had an easy password and you didn't change it right after that, and really you wouldn't even have known to change it right after that, because Yahoo did not notify their users that they were compromised, that they were hacked, and that part of their information, their username and part of their password was compromised for 2 years. And it was 2 years after the fact before Yahoo actually notified people and admitted that this actually happened. So I have received emails over the years from people, my friends, that have Yahoo accounts that had been hacked. And I would get, an email that's, says something like, hey, I need your help. Like we were talking about earlier, I need to buy a gift for someone, but I don't have my card on me. Can you go and buy an Amazon gift card for me, or something like that, or something that, hey, click on this link, to see this video that I took of you. So you get these types of messages like that, and that comes because the information was compromised, and then the information was sold on the dark web. So your information, depending on what it is, if it's a username and password, if it's it's going to be worth X number of dollars. If it has your date of birth, it might be worth a little bit more. If it has your driver's license, it's going to be worth more. If it has your social security number, it's going to be worth more. Just think Equifax, their database was hacked, and that had 200 million, the social security numbers, and really a lot of information about you, way more information than what should be out there on the dark web, for 200 million people, that their information is out there on the dark web available. So you have these types of things, and that record, depending on what it is, it could be worth $10. It could be worth more than that per record, per person, per account. So, when you think, well, my information is not valuable, well, what if someone were to steal your username and your password, and then were to post that onto the dark web and to sell it multiple times at $10 a pop? Let's say they sold it 30 times. Well, that's $300. And if they did that to you, and they did that to 1,000 other people, well, you're looking at a lot of money. And, so this is how hackers make money off of the dark web. And, there are other things. Again, we mentioned illegal drugs on the dark web, but we're focusing really on hacking and personally identifiable information, perhaps your information or information from your company or your medical practice, your dental practice, your law firm, your whatever it is out there that you have, that information on the dark web. By the way, once it's out there on the dark web, you can't take it off of the dark web. All you could do is, if your username and password's out there, well, you'd want to know about that, and you'd want to go change that password and make sure you're not using another password that's very similar. So how do you find out whether your information is on the dark web? Well, we actually do have a service at a Faster PC where we can actually run a dark web scan, and we can tell whether your information or your company's information is on the dark web. So, our phone number is 772-878-5978, 772-878-5978. And again, a Faster PC can provide a dark web scan. We can run that for individuals. We can run it for companies or institutions, organizations, whatever the case is, we can run it. We even have dark web monitoring as well.
And we're coming to the end of today's show, but if you've missed any part of this show or just want to listen to it again or watch it again, because you can do that at our Facebook page and YouTube channel, you can not only hear the show but also see the show. And when we've described and shown you how to resolve problems, you can actually see that and watch it over and over again at our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. You can get there by going to our website at fasterpc.com and clicking on the links. We're open today until 2 p.m. Monday through Friday, we're open from 9 to 5. And next Saturday, we'll be open from 9 to 2. We want to invite you to listen to our church radio show tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. here on WPSL. The title to tomorrow's sermon is, Why Won't Pro-Life Advocates and Christians Work as Diligently to Save Life as Pro-Abortion Advocates Do to Destroy Life? You can listen to other sermons on our church website, covenanttabernacle.com, or our church Facebook page, Covenant Tabernacle World Outreach Center. You can find a Faster PC's Facebook page and YouTube channel by searching for a Faster PC on Facebook and YouTube, or by going to our website and clicking on the links. While there, you can actually watch the show, not only hear the show, but also watch the show and see the steps that we go through to actually resolve computer problems. A Faster PC is conveniently located at 7190 South US 1 on the east side of US 1, just north of Rio Mar. We're also on the web at www.afasterpc.com. Again, that's afasterpc.com. And you can reach us at 772-878-5978. Again, 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
Don't you know by now you need a Faster PC?
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Isn't it about time that we protect every human being in America, including the preborn? Go to personhoodflorida.com today to sign the Human Life Protection Amendment to establish liberty and justice for all. Again, that's personhoodflorida.com.
This is WPSL Port St. Lucie.